So now that we've talked about what a tonic is, what a scale is, how it relates to keys, and we've talked about some of the implications of tonics and keys for composition, I want to talk about modal tonics because this is an extension of our understanding of what a tonic is and what a root is, okay? Now, if we look back here at our key of A major, we've got A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, and G sharp. A is our tonic, as long as we're talking about A major. But we could take these notes and we could not rearrange them, but offset the root by one scale degree. So let's say that we were to write out this note, this scale, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, and A, okay? So what we've got here is we've got exactly the same notes that are in the key of A major, but now B is our root, and B is also our tonic. This scale here, which is not properly a scale, it's what we call a mode, because it's derived from a scale. The major scale, A, that's a scale. It's derived from the chromatic scale. However, this new sort of collection of notes, which I hesitate to call a scale, I'm going to call it a mode. This mode is not extracted directly from the chromatic scale, it's extracted from a scale, from the major scale here. We call this Dorian. So you've probably heard of that, even if you're not exactly sure what it means. What it means is you take a major scale and you start on the second scale degree, and then you write out a scale using all the same notes from the original parent major scale. That's a mode. Now, if you do this from the third degree, and let's see what that looks like. If we were to have C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, and B. What we have here is what they call a Phrygian mode. Okay, so we would give them names. These are all actually taken from Greek tribes, I suppose, because Greece was the origin of many aspects of Western music theory. So they're named after tribes. Dorian is when you start on the second scale degree. Phrygian is when you start on the third scale degree. If you start on the fourth scale degree, you get Lydian. The fifth scale degree, you get Mixolydian. Sixth, you get Aeolian, which is also natural minor. Seventh scale degree, you get Locrian, so on. When you start on the root of the major key, or you make the tonic of your scale the root of the major key, again back to A, you could actually call that Ionian, which is just another name for major scale. I don't want to get too much into what modes are and aren't and how to compose with that, because this course is really about tonics. But let me get back to this question of why we would still call B in B Dorian a tonic and C sharp in C sharp Phrygian a tonic, even though these notes are drawn from the key of A major. What it means to be playing music in B Dorian is that B now feels like our tonic. And we're going to talk a little bit more about this in the next lesson, but the idea is that when we arrive at B, no matter what chords, we're still using chords and notes and melodies made up of these notes, which were inherited from A major. But when we hit B, the musical context is set up in such a way that when we hit B, then B feels like we're at home base. So now we're going to move on to the next lesson where we're really going to talk about how does a tonic feel, because that's really an important aspect of what a tonic is.